The idea of elevating the mundane or reimagining the mundane or celebrating the average, that to me is a particularly encouraging way to live life, is to think that you could take the boring things around you and make them interesting. I'm Benjamin Gott, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Being from Chicago or being from, just a bit outside of Chicago growing up, it's a particularly classic city to me when I think of cities. There's specific areas, the Gold Coast or the South Loop, that sometimes, in a good way, appears though kind of frozen in time. I find the aesthetic to be not too far off from what it was 50 years ago, but has been modernized. Architecture, we all experience it every single day. It defines the entire experience you have in a city. Mies van der Rohe's work is a starting place for a lot of people, especially in Chicago. SR Crown Hall is an achievement. I mean, we were talking about classics. It's like, it's certainly stood the test of time. So I think everyone's fundamentally creative. We all make things. Anything that we touch often, I hope can be super considered around us. The cognitive dissonance, it's like a hanger. Who cares about a hanger? Well, if you render that hanger in a material that looks completely different than any other hanger, then you grab someone's attention for a short bit of time. It's a clever way if you don't have a big marketing budget, which is how we used it in Boxed Water. It's allowed me to express ideas very simply without needing to say a lot, I think. There's a sense of humor in all of this stuff too, why would you even do that? There's a lot of what's the point about all of this, and I think maybe the idea is that the point is it's reimagining. I always use that word, but it's like reimagining or elevating something that shouldn't be. I grew up playing with Legos like a lot of people did, and then I kind of graduated onto software development, which I've joked is like having unlimited Lego pieces. If you can be anyone who creates metaphorical Legos for other people to start with and then graduate to something else, I think that's a noble goal to go after, is just to create things other people can use to better themselves. A classic is, the concept of forever is maybe a bit ambitious, but the hope is that it is not trend-driven, or it doesn't have to respond to trends, but instead kind of floats above all of them and lasts a particularly long time compared to everything else around it.